All right, I just overheard that we are not getting feedback from the launch in the first 1,000 meters. So, going off of the live feed, this is race number 6, event 33, Women's Collegiate Varsity Jessup Whittier Cup Invitational. Looks like he won. So, lane 1, we have Texas Austin. Lane 2, California. Lane 3, UCLA. Lane 4, Washington. And lane 5, USC Women. So as we go through the beginning of the race, looks like we're crossing the 500 to 750. It looks like a pretty close race. It looks like out in lane 5, we have USC Women making a push. They're up a little bit. They're pushing lane 1, Texas Austin. Lane 1, Texas Austin is up over California. California trying to establish a rhythm here, but it looks like 5 boats across, still in contact. Again, women's collegiate varsity boats will race, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see a nice finish here, but it looks like lane 1, Texas Austin to a nice start. Looks like USC Women out in lane 5. California in lane 2, UCLA in lane 3, and then right behind them, Washington. So still pretty early to call here. It's first 1,000 meters from the finish line tower. Unfortunately, everybody's like ants. So hopefully we'll have a better call for the results here. But going off the broadcast, it looks like USC Women making an early push here. As you see them cross the 1,000, kind of coming into the last half of the race. These women will be bringing the rate up, and they will be making a push here. Now, our collegiate eights, so they will be moving fast. There's not going to be a lot of time to be making shifts and making moves here. And so you see these women trying to establish their lead early. It looks like Texas Austin, closest to us, is now making a move. Looks like USC Women, from the angle that we're looking at, are still making that push out in lane 5. Texas Austin and Cal on the inside. Looks like Cal is now getting a little bit of a push from Washington. Like I said, we might see a little bit of a closer racing here in the end, but it looks like in lane 1, Texas Austin and USC Women in lane 5 are now pushing out, but just a half a length up on California. California in lane 2 is just a little bit ahead of Washington. In the middle, UCLA. UCLA is kind of in the middle of everything. So hopefully, looking across, everybody can see each other. Coming into the last 750 here, again, still a close race. No one has really broken free here. It has a nice little lead. Everybody's still pushing each other. It looks like on the inside, Texas Austin may have taken a move and pushed up to half a length. It still looks like between California and USC Women trying to hold on to that the second place lead, but looks like Cal is starting to make a move. So again here, lane 1, Texas Austin. Texas Austin looks like they're about a length up. Looks like lane 2 might be taking it now. Looks like California is starting to establish themselves in second place. Now the race looks like out in lane 4, in lane 5, USC Women and Washington are starting to push each other here. With Washington is now bringing the rate up. USC Women went out early and they had a good lead, but now it looks like the other crews are starting to match rating and bringing the rate up. Now last 500 meters, we're going to see these crews really pushing each other. UCLA falling out the back a little bit of open water, still bringing the rate up to respond, but these other crews, looks like California is going to start pushing Texas Austin here for that first place finish. It looks like they're in second, but they're not happy about it. Look like out on the outside lanes, lane 4 and 5, it's going to be a fight. Looks like Washington moving through USC Women. USC Women not happy about that either, so they're going to respond by bringing the rate up. So all boats across, now fighting for the finish here. Looks like Texas Austin is now establishing a stronger rhythm, but Cal is not letting go. Cal wants that second place. Cal making the push. They see short behind Washington out in lane 4 and USC Women making their push, but again, in these women's eights, we're not going to see any giant movement here. They're moving fast already. They're already going full speed. So we're seeing very little movement here as Texas Austin, lane 1, comes in about a boat length up on California in lane 2. California, a little bit of open water on University of Washington. University of Washington's looking at USC women. USC women want to get their lead back. They want to get that third place back. So USC women making their push, but here coming home into the home stretch, we have Texas Austin about a boat length up on California. California putting in a little bit of open water, but them and University of Washington out in lane 4. University out in lane Washington is about half a length to 3/4 of a length up on USC women. USC women trying to take that third place back, but running out of territory here. So we have Texas Austin lane 1.